Hi everyone. First, I would like to introduce myself so you can get to know me before hearing why I'm the candidate that you have been looking for a long time. My name is Brian Ortiz. I was born in a small town in Boyacá. I'm modest, but important place in Colombia tourism sector. From this town, I learned many things that helped me to understand the reality of our country. To tell about myself, it's important that you know a bit about the things that I used to which shaped my ideals and my hopes for this nation. When I was a child, I used to play with my siblings and friends. I used to ride my bike, play soccer, and I remember very clearly that I was never worried about insecurity or traffic safety. Everything in my town felt like a paradise. During my job, I used to walk home with my friends, and I remember truly enjoying those moments. I also recall that although education was a bit restricted than it is now, but I have good memories of this time. I remember that the teacher also focused on student development, understanding that education was crucial for our personal growth. With, uh, s- with all this in mind, I believe that a better country is not just one of a strong economy or at good international relations. No, Colombia has gone through very difficult years, and Colombia have watched how the quality of life decline steadily. That's why, for me, one of the main areas I will focus on is improving the quality of life for all Colombians. I want a country where children can play freely, just like I used to. I want a country where education and safety are not obstacles. I could do many things to improve the nation through implementation of new laws. However, laws alone don't guarantee progress. If I were the president, I would like dedicate my effort to transforming our national culture. I believe that the real change starts with how we think, act, and relate to one another. If I had full control of over the country management, I will ensure that public resources are used wisely and transparently because I believe that if the government make better use of public funds, mm, maybe public spending will decrease, and Colombia will be able to invest more in education, healthcare, infrastructure, or I don't know, a long-term development. I'm going to do everything in my power to improve the country in a comprehensive and sustainable way, and to ensure that this progress endures for generations. I understand that the task is not easy, but if you support me, I will achieve it. I want to speak of, I don't know, is important, but also is urgent. Issues of our nation is about health. Health is a fundamental right, not a privilege. Unfortunately, in Colombia, that's not the reality. That's not the reality for our country or for many Colombians. A recent report from the Minister of Health stated that nearly 40% of rural communities lack access to basic healthcare services. They also reported that medical staff are overworked, underpaid, and many health hospitals in both urban and rural are operating under critical conditions. They also say, and I quote, if we don't invest in the health system now, we will facing an even deeper humanitarian crisis in the near future. I wish our leader in the past had a more pay attention to this issue. I wish we didn't have to see children die from preventable disease or elderly people wait months from a basic treatment. If I were the president, I would make health a national priority, not just a campaign promise. We are going to strengthen the national healthcare network, hire more trained professionals, and increase the availability of medicine and medical technology in all the regions. If we invest in prevention and education, we will reduce the pressure of emergency systems and hospitals. In every Colombia had access to timely, quality healthcare, we will see a massive improvement in public well-being and productivity maybe. Healthcare is not just about building modern hospital, it's about building trust, dignity, and hope. We are going to have to work hand in hand with medical professions and local leaders and international allies to modernize our system. We will ensure that from Leticia to La Guajira, from the coast to the mountains, every Colombian know that if they fall sick, their country will be there from them. I promise you. If you give me your trust, I will this country a healthcare system that we can finally prove of.